Hey guys, what's going on? Ken Rayder here for Rayder Sports. How are we doing tonight? So, we're talking about the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals start tomorrow. That's right, about this time tomorrow, the NBA Finals will be in full swing. And let me tell you, Canada is going crazy. Every hockey sports YouTuber on here has come out and said, and all of a sudden they're all NBA prognosticators. All of a sudden, it's Raptors in 6, Raptors in 5, Raptors in 4. Well, if I would have made this video yesterday, I would have had Golden State in 5. I always said I thought the NBA was the easiest sport to predict. I always said that the NBA, what you have is what you have. You just take it at the face value. I thought the Raptors were better than the Sixers up until Game 6, and then I almost shit myself. And after they lost Game 6, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done with the Raptors. Then, damn it, they went and they won Game 7, needing every second to do it. Then I'm like, okay, they play the Bucks. I'm still done with the Raptors. Then what ends up happening? The Bucks jump out to 2-0. And I'm like, sweep. Then Toronto finishes off the six game sweep, if you want to call it that. They won 4 in a row. And so as I'm looking for information on this video, watching, other commentators, watching, Stephen A. Smith and Michael Wilbon, along with Magic Johnson, and Doc Rivers, all talking about this, they almost got me scared out of my wits that there's a possibility that the Raptors do win. And the more and more I look into it, the more and more I see that, yes, there are obvious holes that Golden State does have to deal with. One, no Kevin Durant. That leaves a door open for more Kawhi Leonard. Because if Kevin Durant was there, he'd be a bigger body. He'd be able to guard and at least kind of neutralize what Leonard does. And on the other end, he would give some added offense to the Golden State Warriors. Then down low, you have Serge Ibaka, you have Pascal Siakam, you have Brook Lopez, who can stretch the floor and play down low with his length. That could be an issue for the Warriors. And so, and when it comes in coming back to Kawhi Leonard, so who do you put on him? Do you put Klay Thompson on him? Well, Leonard gets his points mostly from inside the arc. He's a decent three-point shooter, not the greatest, but he's okay. But he will just back down Klay and shoot over him. Do you put a guy like Siakam or sorry, not Siakam, but do you put like a Draymond Green on him? Kawhi Leonard's faster than Draymond. Do you put so the idea, do you put Curry on him? No, Curry's way too small. Again, he will back Curry down, shoot over him. So there's really no good answer to the Kawhi Leonard question. So what I think the Warriors would have to do is they'll have to let Kawhi go off, let Kawhi be Kawhi, get his points, and stop the Kyle Lowrys, stop the Serge Ibakas. And probably what's going to end up happening is like a Draymond Green or a Iguodala is probably going to go on to guard Kawhi. I think that's the most likely scenario. It shouldn't happen, but that's the most likely scenario. They're just going to let him go. They're just going to kind of let him go off and stop the Lowry, stop the Siakam, stop the Brook Lopez. And then it really comes down to the benches, where obviously this favors Toronto as well, because their bench is deeper. They can go deeper into that bench than Golden State can. But at the end of the day, I still feel like it comes down to experience. I know Kawhi's been there, Gasol's been there, uh, Ibaka's been there. So they're not going to be overwhelmed by the moment. But Nick Nurse hasn't been there. Steve Kerr has been here, done that, won that, got the t-shirt, and said, thank you very much, I'll see you next year. He's got frequent flyer miles to the NBA Finals, and that's going to make the difference. Nick Nurse did an excellent job in the Milwaukee series, but this is a bigger deal, and Steve Kerr is going to make those adjustments when they need to be made. The ball's going to be flying everywhere. The Raptors are going to have to run after him. And if Steph Curry can shoot effectively and not turn the damn ball over like he tends to do, and as long as the Warriors don't go down 17, 18 points and have to claw themselves back in, because they're not. Toronto's defense is much better than Portland's. They're not going to be able to make up those points. So that's where I think if that happens, Toronto might steal a couple games. So where my original pick was Golden State in 5, I'm now looking more towards Golden State in 6. So that's the Ken Rayder Sports official prediction. Warriors in 6. Thank you guys for watching. And this is Ken Rayder signing out.